think the narrative now is that Obama has clawed his way back with a strong debate performance. He needed to bounce back and show some energy, and he clearly accomplished that goal.
Well, I thought largely the debate was a draw. I thought President Obama probably won by the skinniest of margins, but I don't think it was the performance that he needed to stem the momentum that Governor Romney had coming out of the first debate.
I thought it was very contentious. I thought both candidates were very aggressive, and I thought it was, I think that in general the tone may have turned off a lot of voters.
Both men were overly defensive. I thought that they really lost a sense that they were at a town hall debate as opposed to just at a regular debate.
There's research back already showing that while some people thought that Obama won the debate, that a majority of people think that Romney won on the economy, so it's hard to understand how that'll net out.
Probably the most decisive moment of the night for the president was the back and forth over Libya. He handled that well. He looked presidential. He had sort of his righteous indignation moment where he told Governor Romney that it would be offensive for him to accuse him or any member of his team from playing politics with that decision. And the governor didn't look as strong because he wanted to litigate out what was said in the Rose Garden, and it turned out that, you know, he was sort of partially wrong, partially right. But it was a moment that didn't look good for the governor.
There were some key issues where there were some big moments. Romney had a, I think, problematic moment on the issue of Libya, where he challenged the president about the facts about what he said at the Rose Garden, and the moderator interrupted Romney to clarify the facts and kind of made the case for Obama.
On the big issue, though, of the economy, I thought Governor Romney had a good night, particularly in answering the question that the gentleman asked about, I voted for you 4 years ago, to President Obama, how have you earned my vote? I thought Governor Romney really got the best of him in the economic back and forth.
Jobs is an issue, I think, where Romney did have an advantage. I mean, I think that he's got a plan, and people perceive that even if they disagree with it, he's got a plan, and that Obama really doesn't have much new to talk about.
On the women's issue, you know, I thought the binders full of women comment may have not been the best, but I also think that, you know, this is another area where Governor Romney can do better and talk about how that's a distraction to the overall issue of the economy.
Romney really didn't answer the question on women's pay equity. I mean, he talked about appointing women in his cabinet and sort of awkwardly talked about binders full of women, but he never addressed the issue of pay equity, and I suspect for a lot of women watching, they got that.
Particularly over the pension remark, where Governor Romney is sort of prodding him, have you looked at your pension, have you looked at your pension? I thought that seemed maybe as though he was prodding the president a little too much, but I also thought the president's remark back was very snarky and kind of a cheap shot. You know, have you looked, I don't look at mine as often as you look at yours because it's bigger. And so, you know, and to me that was what the tone and the shape of the debate took last night. Really for both men was not the best that they wanted to. They were both very defensive.
Candy Crowley did a good job. I mean, I think she did a good job. I think she was forceful when she needed to be. And, you know, on a key moment, on a fact-based situation, she interjected, which I think there's going to be some debate about that. Some people on the right think that it was inappropriate, but I think given the facts of the case that it was appropriate that she played referee there.
Yeah, I thought the moderator was fine. I did think that throwing a lifeline to the president during the Libya exchange was not the proper thing to do. A moderator is supposed to remain completely neutral, and in her defense she did come back and say that Governor Romney was partially right as well, but really the moderator shouldn't interject themselves.
You know, this was a town hall format where we expected the candidates to be kind of friendly and engage with the audience, and it was really just the opposite. I mean, it was very aggressive, kind of hostile between the two. And I don't think anybody liked that very much.